So how you feeling? Are you good?
Good, yeah. Yeah, looking forward to getting on the road and starting the season.
You must be looking forward to getting rid of that white helmet.
Yeah, you know what, I'm happy to be out there, and, when the time comes, I'll make sure I'm ready, but to be honest, I'm just happy to be out there and working hard. It was, a long time I wasn't even able to do that, so yeah, it's just nice to be out there going hard.
Do you see any chance that the white helmet might come off for some contact while you're on the road trip?
Probably not. I mean, I'm not going to see a doctor while I'm on the road, so yeah, I wouldn't expect that, no.
Sid, last time you were in Vancouver was obviously a pretty big deal. What will it be like to be back there?
A little different watching, but still some great memories there. And no, it's nice just to be going with the team and starting a new season. Even if I'm not playing, it's kind of a fresh start, and we always all look forward to that.
Take on, especially Sullivan's acquisition here. This is an area that you guys needed some help in. Even at 37 and given some injuries he's had, how much does he help you guys potentially on the power play?
Well, I think he's going to help us a lot. He's smart, can play a lot of different positions on the power play, and a right-hand shot, which is always a bit of a luxury, especially for us. We didn't always have a ton of right-handers, so no, he brings a lot. On top of that, he's got a lot of experience too, so he's a good pickup for us, and look forward to seeing him out there.
We always ask Neil about his anticipation of playing with you. I would imagine it's reversed also. You're looking forward to playing with him?
Yeah, just looking forward to getting out there, and haven't got the opportunity to play with him yet, so I watched him a lot, and he's a guy who can dominate the play out there. So he's a big body, great shot, and hopefully that time will be soon.
Sidney, you got a chance to see this coaching staff from a perspective of during the playoffs into last season that most players don't get to. What particularly stuck out to you about how they handled that situation, and what it maybe said about them as a group?
What situation are you talking about?
Just the end of the year, there were a lot of injuries, there's a lot of adversity, but they seem to stay on message, they seem to keep teaching, and I know they've spent a couple of games in the box, I mean, in terms of their communication and everything. Did you learn anything about these guys from that perspective?
I think they're just poised. I mean, they realize what they need to do, and they prepare us accordingly. So, when we go out there, there's no doubt in our mind as players that we're ready to play, and we know what we're going to see from the other team, and most of all, we know that the things we focused on are going to pay off. So I think there's a lot of confidence there in what they do, and I think the biggest thing in the situation you're talking about is that they just that same message was continued through adversity, and that's important when things are tough.
Is there an advantage to this trip being early in the season, getting out of the way while you're fresh?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the team's the new group together, so to get on the road is always a good thing, get the guys together, and then on top of that, sometimes this can be a grueling trip if it's November, December, in the middle of the season too. So with it being early on, everyone's pretty geared to play, and should be no question that there's a ton of energy. So I think it certainly has its advantages.
So a lot of people were talking about the Brendan Shanahan, a new technique this year to send out video tweets using social media to show people and players right and wrong, what to avoid. Now, you think it's good for the players?
Yeah, I mean, so far I think it's been pretty good. I think guys are getting explanations, and there's clarity there, and there's always going to be disputed. People are going to have different opinions, but I think for the most part they're really trying to get that message out there and have everyone understand. So I think the effort's there, and I think guys are going to benefit from that.
So what are you taking out of how Geno's playing so far? It's only the preseason, but he really seems to be playing with a passion and a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really hungry, and when he demands a puck like that, and when he's hungry like that, you can't stop him. So we always like to see that, and it's fun to see when he's dominating the play like that. And obviously it's preseason, but even more so the fact that he wants it that bad in preseason, that's a great sign for us.
Nice gesture from him too about and what everybody's doing, you and the Caps, with regard to those victims' families of that plane.
Yeah, I mean, Geno knew some guys and family members and things like that were involved with that, so we're aware of what he's doing, and we're behind him 100%, and that's a great thing that they're doing. We're all pretty saddened by that.
Sidney, do you remember the crash your guys' way, was it 5-6 years ago now? The jetliner that went down at Nova Scotia.
Yep.
When something like that happens to a community, the lift having, you know, something like this that's going on with guys like Geno and Alex being able to sort of bring something to it. How important is that? Because you guys certainly knew of that.
Yeah, I mean, you just try to help in any way you can, and for us, for Geno, for those guys, they're able to, to be a part of something to help, and that's what you try to do, whatever it is. Whether you're talking about even that situation, I remember people taking in families from all over Europe and letting them stay there while they figured out what was going to happen, and that's just being a good neighbor, being a good person is, trying to make sure that you help in any way you can. And as hockey players, we have a pretty good opportunity to do that, and they're doing the most with it.
You said you've been a ton of media attention since you were a teenager. During this time off, have you comprehend how big you are to the game, and how everything you do is pretty much followed?
I probably didn't need this to happen in order to realize that things are followed pretty closely. No, I think you're always learning, though. I mean, I don't know if I was surprised, but I think there's always things that happen, and you just kind of react and learn. And but you can have as much experience as you want or go through as many things as you want, but that's life. You're always kind of learning. So, I think you try to take away everything you can from each situation, good or bad. And I've tried to do that over the last 8 months.
Thanks.
Thanks.